What is going on, guys? BrickBuilder here. Welcome back to some Hypixel Skyward. So today we're playing some normal mode while we're going to be talking about Watchdog and why I think that it's pretty underrated. Now, yes, I'm well aware that Watchdog does not ban some blatant hackers, and it is not obviously ever going to beat human people watching and banning people. That doesn't happen, you know. But the thing is that regardless, any hacker that's banned is still one less hacker. And when you look at it on the grand scheme of things, Watchdog at least has banned some of the more obvious hackers, you know, which is better than them still being here. Because it doesn't make a difference if a hacker is obvious or not. They're still a hacker, which makes them a nuisance to the game. So I think it's a good thing that at least some hackers are getting banned. Now, obviously, I would like to see Watchdog get an update at some point and kind of have more detection on certain hacks, because there are some hacks that definitely should be more easier to catch, but at the same time I could see why it's kind of difficult. Now personally, I don't really know exactly how Watchdog works for the staff team, but I feel like what would be very useful is if whenever somebody watchdogs somebody, the staff team gets notified, and that way if they don't get hacked by, if they don't get banned by Watchdog, then one of these staff team members can check on them. And one of the reasons I say this is not many players who are brand new to the server even know what Watchdog is. That's Watchdog right there. But, you know, it's not going to catch me for anything. But now, because it didn't get caught, it'd be also if one of these staff members was alerted and they could watch, like, a route or two to see how it's going. So, like, if I'm hacking or not, you know, if I need to be added to, like, a watch list, etc., you know. But personally, I haven't noticed, like, that go into effect. You know, because, like, there are some hackers where you're not going to be able to catch them just by, like, having a bot spin around them for 2 minutes. It doesn't work like that all the time. So, personally, I think having it where the staff team would actually get notified, and obviously the one issue with this is that there's probably not enough staff for this, which, in my opinion, I think Hypixel should have more staff anyway, but that's a whole topic for another video. But the existing staff they do have is pretty amazing, so, you know, better than nothing, I guess. And you are DED, and then I got one last person to take out. Oh, did you have pants? I think you did. Oh, your gold pants. Never mind. I already have those. But yeah, I definitely think that, you know, Watchdog has done stuff, and people kind of underrate it, you know, because it doesn't ban, like, sub-blatant hackers. But it gets enough, I would say, in my books, that it definitely does count on keeping the network clean, you know? Because, hey, less hackers is less hackers, you know? It's the same with everything, you know, like less food, that's less food, less money. So, but in this case, it's a good thing, so I'll take it, you know. Could be worse. I mean, we could have all those hackers still on the network. Would you guys rather that? Unless you are a hacker and would rather people focus on the other ones, you pretty much said, yes, let's get rid of all the hackers, you know. I do not like keeping them on the network. And that makes you a good person, because we definitely don't want hackers on the Hypixel Skyward. You know, it does kind of ruin the game when there's a hacker, because any sort of advantage is pretty annoying, and it makes it completely, like, luck-based. Are you going to get a hacker in your game or not? Because then you stand a chance at winning if there isn't a hacker. I mean, I've killed hackers before, but the problem is it's not a frequent thing, you know, so it's generally pretty difficult for you to get a win when there's a hacker. Like, you can't just kill a hacker every single time when comes and expect to win, because, like, they have all, like, staggering different, like, hack levels, you know. Like, some have, like, 13 gajillion different, like, hacks on at once and stuff. And regardless, the point is that just hacking does ruin the game for others, and, like, we need to just get rid of the hackers. And I would say the best way to do that is either increasing Watchdog, or honestly just getting a ton more staff, like getting a specific team of hacker-only staff, what their one job is literally just to ban people. Because in my opinion, Watchdog's great and all, but some hackers are never going to get caught by it because they're smart enough to be able to work around it. So realistically, we're going to need some human interaction here. I don't know how much or what quantity of it, but all I know is that we're going to need some human interaction. Not all, but we're definitely going to need a portion of it if we're expected to beat the hackers in Hypixel. And the thing is, we're never going to actually be able to get rid of hackers in Hypixel, just not something that's, like, possible, being that there's too many hackers, you know, for that to ever actually happen. But just even a reduced amount, in my opinion, is better than having that full quantity. You know, if I saw a hacker whatever, like, 20th game or something, I'd be completely okay with that. Because, I mean, well, I wouldn't be okay with it, but it'd be better than what we currently have. So, I mean, I'd be, you know, somewhat okay with it compared to how, you know, I'm okay with it now, I guess. But, you know, I definitely think it's good if we get rid of hackers and we shrink their numbers rather than have it where, you know, you get a hacker every single 5th game or whatever. Because they also mess with your KDR and WDR. That's like the worst thing ever. And like ranked players feel this pain. You know, if there's a hacker in your ranked game, well, you're screwed because you just lost rating. So that kind of stinks. I also just want to point out that this whole hacker rate is not directed towards one particular hacker, being as there is a lot of stuff going around with people who are accused of hacking and editing files and stuff. So I'm not really going to discuss my opinion on that one. But the point is just that I think with a better watchdog, we can catch some of these people before they get a chance to flourish. You know, before people, hackers really get a chance to mess around with tons of people. With an increased watchdog, we could get rid of the problem right at its stakes and right at its core, you know, which is basically the hackers play the game and they find it fun when other people aren't having any. So by getting them out and early, like quick, you know, and also having stricter rules on hacking, that would definitely be useful in the long run. I mean, don't ask me what these stricter rules should be. I just know that having them would definitely help enforce people to not hack as much, being as there is a lot of hacking going on, and it's pretty despicable in my eyes that, like, everybody has to hack in this game. Like, this is not, you know, some competitive style game. I was trying to say with the not competitive style games, essentially that, like, it's not a game where, you know, you need to win every single game or else you got, like, an issue here, you know, like, you're gonna lose something. That's why I kind of dislike Ranked Skywars. Like, it's not a competitive game, but regardless, you know, hacking to get ahead of everybody is not necessary in this game because, like, there's no actual advantage to it besides winning more games, but you don't get anything for winning those games. So I don't get why you'd rather just not earn your stats legit, you know. I think it makes more sense and it's more fun in the long run. Because, I mean, yeah, sure, okay, maybe, but overall I just want to take this time to thank Watchdog. I know it's a bot or whatever, but I'm still going to thank it because it has really helped get rid of hackers, and it has gotten rid of a ton of hackers who I have personally reported. Which, I don't know why, but it seems to work whenever I report people, so I'm not going to complain about it, you know. It definitely works in my eyes, and I'm glad to say that Hypixel has it. It might not be the top anti-cheat, but it is definitely one of the top, and that's essential to Hypixel's success, is that we get a better anti-cheat, so it's more open to new players and there's less hackers, because the more hackers there are, realistically, the longer it's going to take for the server to get to the 100k player threshold and whatnot, because we don't want that many hackers on a PvP based server. It just doesn't make a lot of sense from a, you know, gameplay standpoint. And I can't believe we still haven't started this game just yet. This is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. What? Alright, come on. 2 more people just need to join this game. Let's go. Like, this is a problem here, Hypixel too, but this is a whole topic for a whole other video. Like, come on. There is one person left here. You know what? Forget this. We don't got time for this. You guys can do this if you want. If you just do that command, it'll send you right to a new game. So let's just do that, because I mean, what the heck? That should not have taken nearly as long as it did. Like, let's just go down here. It didn't happen on this one. Wow, just my luck. Of course I'd join a game. One of my favorite maps that does that. Like, come on now. And let's do this. Alright, also we're doing it in insane mode here for the final round, I guess, you know, because I didn't click normal mode. So whatever, we'll try it. See how it goes, you know. We could wrap it up with an insane clutch. Also, I feel like there are considerably more hackers on insane mode. That might just because it has more players. I'm not really sure, but actually this is good because we can talk about insane mode. I feel like though on insane mode, it's a little bit easier to beat hackers, but still not to a point where it's like, I'm okay with them being here. It's still like a get out of the server sort of feeling, you know, towards them. It's like, don't hack. And if you're gonna hack, I hear that you got your own, like, you know, single player world to do that on. Because, like, nobody supports you hack a god here, so you might as well stop, you know, before you get banned. And then I feel like we need harsher rules. I feel like that's gonna really help a bit. If we have some more stricter rules that are less lenient, you know, and less easy to get unbanned and stuff like that, I really think it'll help in the long run, you know. So that's a thing. But then I feel like Watchdog, even as it of itself, isn't gonna only be enough. We're gonna need to start doing like screen shares and whatnot, you know, when they become necessary. Like, I think that's definitely going to be helpful in ensuring the success of Hypixel and kind of its longevity, because if another server comes out with like equal as good Skywars, it's a pretty good chance they'll be taking a couple thousand of this server's players. But if you did enjoy today's episode where I talk about Watchdog, make sure to hit that like button. If you're add on new to the channel, subscribe. And make sure to click on the end card button so you can check out another video. But I'll see you guys in another Hypixel Skywars video. Bye!